I'd like to explain to you what Target Life is all about. In essence, I want to share a part of my story with you because 30 years ago, I had the opportunity to start a discipleship and personal development year. And God gave me a magnificent blueprint for this process. And up until now, we've kept on developing it with teams, and we've got a really fantastic product. Speaking to old Target Lifers, they would tell me that varsity formed them to think in a certain way, but the Target Life content is with them all the way. Being a mom, being a dad, in the workplace, everywhere, they say the principles is always with me, and I can't imagine a life without this experience. So our mission is to equip young people to discover their godly purpose and their calling so that the kingdom of God will be maximized through their transformation. Just think about this for a moment, the benefits of giving 10 months of your life to the Lord exclusively, to be shaped, to be equipped, to be inspired, to grow, and to be put on a path so that you will reach the full potential of your life and live out your calling in full. It's like invest 10 months and benefit for the rest of eternity. That is quite real. The real cost is not the investment you make today, but the opportunity you may lose by not making it. Target Life has a very specific training philosophy. It's very personal. Jesus walked with his disciples. A student must be able to trust me, but then they must almost know me. And I must also know them very well to be able to speak into their lives. And we only speak into their lives prophetically because it's the truth that will set you free. And we want to speak what God says about them into their lives. You need your comfort zone to be stretched. But after you've had the experience, you must come back to where you're comfortable and reflect on what happened so that you can think, how am I going to do this the next time? And the next time you do it, it's easy. And thus, your comfort zone will stretch and become bigger and bigger so that when you leave Target Life, you will be ready for the world and really adaptable to anything that comes your way because the world has become very, very complex. In Target Life, we also have a positive peer pressure. There's a momentum of everybody doing something. So if you're not so comfortable with doing something, but all the others are going to do it, you fall in, and by the end of the year, you see it's become easy to stand and speak in front of people, to just go and introduce yourself to people. All kinds of skills that you never had before will be part of your life then. It's also important for us to love our students unconditionally because people that are unconditionally accepted grow far beyond people that are pressured to do things. Unconditional acceptance is not something that really exists in our world so much anymore because you are just measured by what you can do and not by whom you are. And it's important for us to cultivate your true identity and love you just for who you are, for who God made you. We've got 5 integrated continuous processes that run throughout the whole of the 10 months. The first one is family building, and that's all about the unconditional acceptance that everybody will know you well and there will be complete honesty with one another, but a total acceptance. And then we've got the team building process, which is more the industrial psychology side of Target Life, and that's about self-awareness and communication to move from self-consciousness to self-awareness, knowing how other people are experiencing you and being aware of everything that's happening around you. Furthermore, we've got the discipleship process, and we look to spirit, soul, and body, the complete person, and we deal with the past, the present, and the future to come. We add a lot of life skills, and mainly we try to develop self-leadership and let them develop empowering habits that can ensure that you will impact the world around you and really make a difference. We also have the adventure learning, which is the 6 camps that we have in Target Life. That is putting everything you've learned in class into practice, and it makes it for an unforgettable experience. Let's look at our program just in short. I'm just going to scratch the surface here. So first we start with a Kickstart camp. That is getting to know one another, getting orientated for the year. And when we come back, we divide our bigger group into smaller groups, which we call families. And there they will share their life history so that we can all get to know one another and they will know I'm accepted, not for what I've done in my life, but for who I am. After sharing life histories, it flows naturally into the inner healing process. And it's a whole restoration process that we can get started, but they also have the principles that as they go into life, they can keep on dealing with things that as they come up. And this is very empowering. And after that, we go on a fusion camp that says exactly what it is. It's a big social that just fuses everybody together with all kinds of activities and fun things in between, because after all, this is a student year as well. Then we get to the Christian foundation, which is wonderful fundamental teachings that will bring a lot of stability into their lives, especially concerning their faith. Before we can talk about purpose, we need to deal with character as well. How is character formed in our life? God's processes. Why do we go through discipline? Why do we go through pruning? And where was God when I got hurt? Very important questions to answer. And we end off this term with going on the Funny Water hike, which is a team build. It sparks the conflict phase, and also you get to know who you really are if you suffer with other people, and that's a great opportunity. We absolutely love that. So the first term is all about building foundations and finding identity, stability, security, and confidence in your faith. In the second term, we start with the purpose and career assessment, which we call Life Map, and we're very excited about this product. A normal career guidance only gives you a few components, but this is literally a life map. It's going to give you themes for your life. It will tell you what's the next phase, what's the possibilities of things that you can do, but it will give you the years after that and everything to come. But it's based on who you are and being fulfilled and expressing who you are in what you're going to do. And this is it's a bit of a different concept, and it works really, really well. After doing this assessment, they will get like a 10 to 12 page report that is so valuable for the rest of your life. We also go on a high ropes excursion, which is more about overcoming your fears, and that is quite an intense experience, but they gain a lot from that as well. So leadership flows from knowing your own identity, because leadership is connected to calling, and we will help them develop the necessary vision for their leadership, the character, the skills, the competence, and everything, the servant leadership, so that we will become contributors in this world and that we will really make an impact. Once you've discovered your true identity, it brings us to worldview. And we divide it in two components, kingdom of earth and kingdom of heaven. Kingdom of earth, what's your first presupposition? Do you believe in evolution or do you believe in creation? Following from there, world philosophies, where does that bring us? To a one world government, Antichrist, speaking about the end times. To be speaking about the end times, we need to look at the conspiracies. Looking at the conspiracies, we need to look at the influence that the media has on us. How do I discern truth? And this is a whole big perspective to bring you into what the world really is. But if we now understand what's the kind of world that we live in, is how am I going to live in this world? How am I going to bring the rulership of Christ to the hearts of people? And that brings us to kingdom of heaven, which is very important because we want to be sharp and to make a difference in this world. Other things that happens in this term are some outreaches, team building. We've got an amazing race and a lot of socials. And then the second term is all about purpose, calling, leadership, being equipped to make an impact on the world. Our third term starts with talking about the kingdom of God. That's all about being ambassadors for God, bringing the kingdom of heaven to the earth, and it ends up with intimacy with God, which is really important to us. Survivor is one of my favorite camps because everything they've learned this year so far, they can express during the Survivor camp. And what makes it a wonderful process is that actually there's tribes, and instead of voting people out of a tribe, like the television Survivor, is when one tribe beats another tribe, they take somebody. So the whole week they're cold because it's in the winter, they're hungry, they're all kinds of things. But in the end, they fight to keep their friends. They fight for something, they fight for someone, and they actually learn that you can actually suffer for somebody else. The transformation is just magnificent. Every year I stand there and it seems almost like it's magic. You can't believe that people can change so much in such a short space of time. And it's the whole thing moves from, oh, it's all about me, that I can actually, my life can mean something to somebody else. And that's such a great preparation for life. Beyond that, we have an arts week, because art is always prophetic, it's influential, we need to talk about that. We've got a financial week. We also go into Christianity at the A level. So we've got the wonderful opportunity to have the students for 38 weeks, 25 hours a week. There's a continuity that nobody else has in the church. So we can build much, much deeper. And they will probably grow in this year more than many Christian adults grow in a lifetime. And this is a fantastic opportunity. After that, we do some ministry training, and that concludes the third term, which is all about skills development, taking your calling and your spiritual life to the absolute next level. During the last term, we go on the journey, 4,200 kilometers through the most beautiful parts of our country. The whole idea of the journey, apart from it being a team build, it really expands their minds so there's a whole world out there to go and discover. We want to now get them motivated to say, okay, Target Life's almost over. I need to get myself all inspired to go out in the world and make a difference. When we're back from the journey, we talk about how can I become a history maker? And there's a lot of things as how can I influence the world? How can I keep balance in my life? How can I stay standing in this very complicated world? Then we will share some final words with each other, and that concludes the fourth term, being the last preparation and the last inspiration to really go and make a difference. And that concludes our year. Some practical information. So the Discipleship and Development program is only in the mornings because there's an option for an afternoon co-creators program that is all about business training, and that's not so theoretical, that's a practical thing. So the cost structure you will get on the website and all the other information you may need. And you're welcome to make an appointment with us at any time. You don't have to wait for an open day. Thank you, and we hope to meet you soon.